How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today we're doing a review on chapter 23 of Kaiju number 8. This is the first one I'm doing of these, and I have no idea how it's going to go, but we're just going to jump right into it and go with it. I really enjoyed this chapter. It was just character interactions between Kafka, Mina, and Hoshina, so I really enjoyed it. I love Kafka. Obviously, he's the main character, and Hoshina, if he keeps up the way he's been going, probably going to be one of my favorites, if not my favorite in the whole series. I just absolutely love him so far. But we start off with Mina telling Kafka that he has officially been accepted as a Defense Force officer and is no longer a cadet. Kafka swears to fight with his heart and soul. Obviously, just gonna swear that in a normal inauguration anyway. At least something along those lines. And this is Mina we're talking about. But as Kafka goes to leave, Mina stops him and reminds him that he shouldn't go jumping for joy because he's still nowhere close to her. And I actually laugh a little bit when I think this because I'm like, yeah, she'd still destroy him right now, even in his kaiju form, I'm pretty sure. But he is way closer to her than she even realizes right now. Which this is made even funnier because Kafka responds to her calling her Mina, not Captain, which he gives him 50 push-ups for again. And then says Kaiju number 8. And if you read this the way I did, where you were really paying attention to the panels in order, you really think, just like Kafka does, that she just called him Kaiju number 8. But in fact, you go down and you realize, no, she's talking about Kaiju number 8 and 9's incidents require her to take a trip to the headquarters, so she's going to be leaving Hoshina in charge. So she goes to leave. But before that, she also lets Kafka know that Hoshina believes in him. So we jump forward and we see Kafka sitting up late, studying again. Obviously trying to catch up with everybody else. Despite his kaiju form, he wants to be able to keep up with everybody in the suits. Obviously, he can't rely on just turning into a kaiju anytime he wants. But he decides to get up and go to bed, otherwise he'll get scolded by the vice captain again, only to see a light on in the training room to be none other than the vice captain himself. When Kafka looks in, we see my man Hoshina looking shredded with the swords out. Kafka realizes he's doing mental imagery training, but not just any mental imagery training. He's literally reenacting the entire fight they had when Kafka was in his kaiju form. And keep in mind, this fight happened over 2 weeks ago. So, my man's can reenact his exact movements from this fight over 2 weeks ago. Hoshina's a badass. Do not sleep on Hoshina. And of course, he's looking shredded doing all this, and I love it because the instant he notices Kafka, he goes straight back to this scrawny looking little guy, just like, oh, hey, what's up, man? Like from kill mode to hi, buddy, in literally nothing. I just love it because the author does a great job of showing his body actually look different. He doesn't look as aggressive in the way he's drawn. So it really puts that over the top and how much you notice it, not just from what he's saying, but the way he looks as well. Because right before that, you see his eyes as he's cutting across the screen, and he literally looks like he's trying to kill molecules in the air. He's terrifying. But anyway, him and Kafka have a talk, and he starts describing that he's doing this so next time he runs into Kaiju number 8, he'll be able to slice him up no problem. Despite that, he also tells us that if he had gone full force from the very beginning, he would have cut him up anyway. And even without doing that, he just used the wrong move at the end. If he had just chosen a different move, Kafka would be dead right now. That is insane. And Kafka literally pees himself in his kaiju form inside of his head. I absolutely love the comedy in the series, it's great. But anyway, they have a little bit more interaction, and Kafka realizes that he's not only trying to protect the people of Japan, he's also trying to protect all of the officers underneath him, which a good vice captain should do, which is just another plus for Hoshina in my book. And then, of course, Kafka has to let it slip that Mina said Hoshina had faith in him. And Hoshina's not going to let that slip with nothing, so he literally makes Kafka tap out in like half a second. But he does go on to confirm that he does have faith in that 1% of them, meaning that 1% that can draw out the power of the suit. So he does like my man Kafka. I absolutely love Hoshina. I love their interaction. It's so great. I can't wait to see more of them. I'm really curious to see how it's going to play out when Hoshina finds out about Kaiju number 8 and Kafka being the same person, obviously. That's... Oh, there's so many things that worry me about later on in this series. I'm so worried, but I'm so excited. I love it so much. But anyway, this isn't quite the end. We have one last 2-page spread at the end, and we are 8,000 meters above the Tachikawa base. And we have a kaiju on top of a little dragon-looking kaiju. I say little dragon-looking kaiju. It's not really that little. And there's, hang on, let me count this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's like probably 30 of these things drawn on the screen right now. I have no idea what the hell is going to happen, but I really hope Mina's not gone already. Because if so, this will probably be a shit show. But at the same time, I would assume these are technically classified as miniature kaiju. They don't look that huge. So we might get a little bit of a showcase from my man Hoshina coming up. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, because if he gets a time to shine against a bunch of these things, this is going to be real good. So I'm really excited. We got a chapter coming next week, so no break, thank God. I think we have a couple chapters coming with no break. Usually they try to do about 3 in a row. But either way, that's chapter 23. I love all the character interactions, obviously, like I've said before. So yeah, that's going to be it for the chapter 23 review. I thought it was a fun chapter. The character interactions were good. It was nice to see Mina giving a little smirk again when talking to Kafka and her actually acknowledging his goal. Kafka gets excited and tells himself in his head that she does remember after all. Apparently he wasn't really sure if she really still cared or remembered, or which is understandable. It's been a long time since they've done that, but it's fun to see them interact. I can't wait to see them go more in depth and talk more. Obviously, they have a lot of stuff to talk about. Kafka and Mina could probably go on for a while. And like I said, anytime you get Hoshina in there, he's just insane. I mean, just watching him move around on the panels is badass. I love it. Everything about it, I love it. I can't wait for more of this to come out. And I'm going to keep doing this every time we get new chapters. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you want to stick around for more. I plan on doing discussions about the series. I think I have a couple things I could probably go ahead and ramble on about in some other videos, but the more it goes on, the more we'll have to talk about, and I just can't wait to enjoy this with everybody. So this is going to be it. I'll see you next time. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm out.